What's the best sweet South African road trip snack you can put in your mouth hole?
Today we find out.
Thanks for joining today, guys. If you're new to the channel, I'm Steve-O.
And I'm Chanel.
And today...
And we are sitting in the Badger.
Oh, yes. The Badger. Our beloved Badger. Today we get to try some of the tastiest treats one would encounter during a road trip through South Africa.
Yeah, some sweet treats. We're focusing on sweet today.
Correct. We are currently, as you can see, packed full to the brim, and we're on a road trip across South Africa. It's the perfect time to introduce to you all the stuff that we would love to have on a road trip. We actually asked our Instagram community for their favorite sweet South African road trip snack that did not disappoint, and we chose the top 8 out of all the submissions, and I think we got a good selection here.
Yes, I just want to say though that they are all open. The reason they're open is because we just shot this entire video without actually recording it. So
the record button was not pushed.
We are already buzzing from the sugar.
We've had a lot of sugar already. So we may not eat as much as you expect us to eat, but we've had a lot of sugar already.
We have decided to just do it again because we love the treats and we obviously want to share them with you. So apologies for not opening them in front of you. We have just opened them.
So rude. So rude. But let's get stuck in, I think.
Okay. We will begin with the bagged sweets, and we will start with Steve-O's favorite, I think.
Yes, careful there. When we did open it earlier, it completely ripped open. So in terms of usability on a road trip, not great.
Well, I mean, just don't follow their instructions of tearing off the corner. I would normally just open it normally. But these are Beacon Jelly Tots.
A taste adventure. We're on an adventure at the moment, so that works well. Yeah,
they are made with real fruit juice, so they should be quenching your thirst.
Flavors like Tutti Frutti, again, 2 different colors, Tutti Frutti, grape, and orange. And they're falling out. Yeah. And the sugar-coated little
yummy
jelly snacks. Now, these are my favorite. So
show you nice and close.
So be nice in the comments because they're my favorite. They always will be very sweet. If they didn't have enough sugar inside, they coated them in sugar. Real fruit flavors. You said earlier that if you're thirsty, these also help.
I would think so.
Because of the fruit juice.
Because of the fruit juice.
Solid science there.
Can you tell we've had one too many?
Okay.
I'm going to set them aside.
So Beacon.
Another Beacon, yeah. Our second bagged sweet is Licorice All Sorts. These are the original mini licorice ones. You do get bigger ones, but I got the little ones.
Never been a big fan of licorice.
No, I think it's an acquired taste. You either love it or you don't.
Scandics love it. We know that.
Yes, we had some Licorice in
Where was that?
Norway and Sweden and Finland. But these are South Africa's take on them, and they are popular because they get exported to Portugal, to Canada, Australia, I think. That's what I read. So quite fun. Let's show you some of them. So these are my favorites.
You're going to have to hold that closer because...
Sorry. These are my favorite, probably because of the ratio. 33% licorice and 67% sugar.
And I like these ones because they're covered in little sugar candy things.
They are good, actually.
What's nice about...
You get little ones like that as well. Again, mostly sugar and then a little bit of licorice.
Yeah, what's nice about these is that the licorice offsets the sugar, so it's not just pure sugar.
It eases you into licorice eating, I think. You eat these, you get set up, you get ready, and then you hit Scandinavia, and whoo, that's an overwhelming amount.
Oh, are you going for more after all we've had? Okay.
You get these two. I just wanted to show them. I can't put it back.
Right. One thing I also liked about this is that the packet opened easily, unlike all of the rest of the packets, so great for road trips.
For road trips, again, not messy, right? It's not chocolate, it's not melty.
And look at that cool character. I don't know what he is. He's like a robot.
He's made of licorice.
Licorice man. That's super
do you remember him in the ads?
Chanel just remembers most of the ads. I don't remember any of them. No, I don't.
I spoke about the ads in the last recording,
Yes, I know.
so this is the first time talking about the ads. We're going to
That's
talk
what
about
I'm
more
saying.
ads.
So tell us about the ad.
I just remember this little robot guy.
Okay.
90s vintage ads for you. Let's do the third bagged sweet. Woolworths Chuckles. I will first tell you about the brand Woolworths. If you are a viewer from the UK, you'll know Marks and Spencer. It's pretty much the South African equivalent. So you're paying for good quality products and some really, really good stuff coming from Woolworths. And this is their signature candy, I would say.
What's it on the package?
It says Chuckles Malted Puffs in Milk Chocolate. In the back here, eat a chuckle and crack a smile. Light as air, malted honeycomb spheres covered in a rich layer of creamy milk chocolate. Sounds delicious.
So it's
right?
a bag full of laughs, and we're going to try them. Last time I picked it out, I actually had 2 stuck together. I'm feeling a bit hard done by now.
They're so good. Thing to note, a lot of chocolate, so they do melt a lot. You'll see already here, you can see they've got a little bit.
But what's nice
Sticky in
about
the
these
packet.
is that you got the chocolate and then the crunchy biscuit,
Honeycomb.
which is it honeycomb?
The honeycomb puff.
Oh, makes it
So good.
so good.
But sorry, as I was saying, they get quite melted, so I would store them in a cooler box if you are road tripping. Here you go, Steve.
Oh, there we go.
Another double.
I've actually had too much sugar, so let's put this back.
Okay. All right. Well, these are my front runners at the moment. I am a huge fan. So now let's move on to chocolate bars. We got a little taste of chocolate with those chuckles.
You're
now.
a big chocolate fan.
I'm a big
I know that.
chocolate
Me,
fan.
not so much. More the jellies.
You know,
Let me hold.
it's tricky to have chocolate on a road trip because it melts, but you have to have the chocolate bars in the list. So here we are.
Let me read this to you.
Cadbury Lunch Bar.
Yes, Cadbury Lunch Bar, milk chocolate crammed with wafer biscuit, caramel, peanuts, and crisped rice.
It's like a full meal in a bar.
Hence, lunch.
Name. Yeah.
Stole your thunder there.
It's okay.
And munch.
Oh my gosh. Go
Just
for
saying the
it.
exact same thing. Go on 3. 1, 2,
No.
3. Munch, munch more. Is
I
their
was going
slogan.
to say Macatini's lunch
Oh,
bar.
okay. Talk to me about that.
This is where my ad reference comes in. Ads from the 90s. Macatini, you remember him?
And now contestant number 7, Macatini.
Cadbury's Lunch Bar.
Very chewy, actually. Difficult to sink your teeth into.
The wafer and the caramel.
But I love the peanuts. Peanuts and chocolate is a classic. I'll try not to speak with my mouth open. Very nice.
Okay, our final chocolate bar is a South African invention, and we're very happy to have that in the list.
Oh, we got another one, actually. There's one more chocolate bar we still need to have.
Oh, right. Okay.
Jumped the gun.
Sorry about that. Okay, well, let's start with this one because it's in my hand. This is a shout out to all the fans of mint and chocolate. I know it's a popular combo. I'm not the biggest mint and chocolate fan,
Me too.
but this is good. So this says on the packaging mint cracknell,
Interesting word.
whatever that is. It's minty shards covered in Nestle chocolate. So if you're a Nestle fan, this is good. I'll have a little bite.
So the company is Swiss, Nestle, but this is a South African invention.
Correct. Oh, it's good. I mean, it's very minty in the middle. I'll show you a little cross section there. I don't know if you can see little mint shards. Do you want to bite?
Yeah.
And my memory is, as a kid, I think at school or at parties, we would bite off both ends to get rid of the solid chocolate. And then we would get a glass of milk and sip the milk, basically treat this as a straw and sip milk through. And it was quite delectable, if I remember correctly. So if you do have one, try that sometime.
Up until 20 minutes ago when we ate this for the first time, I hadn't tried it for over 15 years, I'd say. And it's actually pretty good, I must say. It's held up over all of these years, and
It's very refreshing.
it is a refreshing after dinner kind of treat, or after a burger.
Or
What
in
am I saying?
a car when
Yeah.
you're in close
After-
proximity with
yeah.
people.
Exactly.
After a burger.
After
yeah.
a burger.
I mean,
Wimpy
you know,
burger.
if you're still
Shout out.
hungry.
Not a sponsor. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now for our last chocolate bar. Let me get this right. This has to be one of my favorite chocolates. Cadbury Crunchy and milk chocolate with a golden honeycomb center. It goes curr in your mouth. So I love this and I love the chuckles. I almost love honeycomb. That's
That's
I'm
the
seeing a
key.
theme
Chocolate,
here.
honeycomb.
The reason I love this is because it's not too heavy with chocolate. We've got just a thin layer of Cadbury chocolate and then the honeycomb in the middle. So again, nice for road trips. It's a solid bar, won't melt too much.
Breaks off quite easily. Not like the lunch bar where it falls apart.
So good.
Classic flavor.
It goes curr in your mouth.
Love the branding.
Ads, like the ads say.
This one's really good.
Our last two products are Bickies,
Bickies, as we call them.
cookies, and we've chosen two South African classics. The first one,
We've included these because sometimes you stop for a coffee or a tea on a road trip, and it's nice to have something that's not just pure sweet, and biscuits are great. And we didn't do rusks. Rusks
Yes.
came up in a lot
Omar
of
rusks.
suggestions.
Yeah, just because you need a cup of tea or a cup of coffee to have a rusk. You can't just
It's
have
similar
it.
to biscotti.
Yes, just more buttermilk, less almond. Very, very hard and you need to dunk it, whereas these you can actually still eat it whilst driving.
Okay, so these are Baker's.
Baker's tennis biscuits, and the Baker's brand has been around since 1851. So
A long, long time.
a loved brand. I know that these particular biscuits were invented in 1911, and the baker found this pretty little. You'll see the pretty pattern, the pretty design. He found the cookie cutter first, and then he said, "Okay, now I need to create a recipe to fit this beautiful mold."
Did he
And
create the cookie cutter or did he find it? Was
I
he
think
the
it said
inventor?
He found it. So
Okay.
I don't know where he found it, or maybe he designed it. I'm not sure. But we still don't know why it's called a tennis biscuit, though. I don't know if that's a thing or.
I
you
had a
know.
thought maybe when you're playing
What?
tennis and you stop, have a tea break, maybe this is what you would have had. Flavors are coconut.
Yes, classic coconut biscuits is what it says. Obviously, butter and syrup also making a
That's delicious.
feature.
The coconut, butter, syrup combination. It's good. And it's also, it's not as sweet as a lot of the things we've tried. So maybe that's why I'm enjoying it right now. But it's delicious. You can have a few of these. I
Yum.
feel like if you have one, it's going to lead to another one for sure.
Okay, now for a very nostalgic biscuit,
For all South Africans
All South
or
Africans.
people who have road tripped here.
again from Baker's. The Zoo biscuits. They are a very plain biscuit. It's a vanilla flavored iced biscuit is what it says. When we were kids, they were called Iced Zoo. And the reason for the name is because you'll see all the little animals. Oh yeah, and it's color coded.
Color coded, we got green, orange, blue, and pink.
Yeah, so two are missing from
We
our
have,
earlier
yes.
nibble.
And you've got
But-
fun little animals.
We discussed this earlier, how we'd actually eat these.
Yes.
So as adults, I guess the right thing to do is just to bite into it and enjoy
Like a
it.
normal person, but
Yes. But
that's
as
not
kids,
the best way to do it. We used to lick the white animal off, and then we would eat the biscuit. So cut to montage of us licking biscuits on YouTube. YouTube might ban this video.
it's a lot of sugar.
After also about 15 years of not tasting them, they hold up really well, and they're still just as good for me.
Also great for road trips, right? Because they're not messy. They don't melt, and they,
Yeah.
like you said, solid cookie. So yeah, definitely give these
And
a
if you're
try.
in safari in the Kruger National Park, what better snack to have? Next,
How do we do this? Because we've already seen these. Essentially, Steve was blindfolded and I fed him one of these, a strawberry flavored Beacon Fizzer, which all our American viewers will know taffy. It's basically like taffy. Here you go, have another bite, Steve.
And
Do it for the viewers.
They call it fizzer because it does leave a little fizz on your tongue. Very chewy,
Very sticky.
very sticky.
Gets in the teeth.
Gets into a little fizz. You get strawberry, a blue one, and you said a green one.
Yes.
I don't know what flavors those were.
Green is cream soda.
Oh, right.
And blue, I think, was bubblegum,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
Pure sugar to end off.
Yeah.
And
And the sweet treat you gave me with the blindfold on was Wedgwood They are the brand, and it is macadamia handmade honey nougat. I absolutely love nougat. Steve knows, he always buys me nougat for special
Especially when I'm in the dog
occasions.
box.
Yeah, and there are a few nougat brands in South Africa, but this has to be one of the best ones. This one in Woolworths also makes an amazing one. And I will show you, it is creamy and delicious.
And you picked it straight away.
Oh,
You
yeah.
were blindfolded.
I mean,
you've had
can't-
enough of this to know what it is. Chewy.
Macadamia's in there. I would say it's a healthier snack out of the ones we've had today. Still very sweet, but
Is that just because you want me to buy more of it for you?
absolutely. But it says here, no preservatives or colorants, naturally gluten-free and dairy-free. So, it's mostly just egg white and sugar and nuts and honey. Okay, now I'm just rattling on, but an amazing treat. And yes, okay, should we do our favorites?
Yes, so in terms of my
We're allowed to.
favorites, it's the jelly tots and the zoo biscuits.
There you go.
There we go.
And my favorite, these have to be in there. And the amazing nougat.
So these are our top selected best buys when coming to South Africa for a road trip.
If you want to treat yourself, if you want to have as much sugar as we've had, to just keep going.
I feel like driving, so maybe we should
So
do
this
that.
is good. I'm glad we did this twice. Thanks for watching, and we're going to be doing a savoury edition of South African road trip snacks soon. We're just going to have to walk this off, and in a couple of days we'll do
So
the...
subscribe for that and follow along on
Yes.
Instagram, because we're going to put out a poll for that one too, and we'll see you on the road. Thanks for watching.